Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily oracle reading for March the 1st, 2022. The cards have been shuffled and divined, and the messages are as follows. The first card for this reading comes from the Soul's Journey deck, and the word of choice today is envy. Well, we don't have a lovely relationship with this word. Makes us feel kind of shameful, doesn't it? But it says, I am the same as everyone with different challenges. Well, what is envy coming to remind us of in our development this day? Well, they said that mimicking or trying to be like someone else is the greatest form of flattery. However, it is also said that there is nothing new under the sun. However, we take bits and pieces of all those that we know and love and things that we see and we make them our own. The key is making them our own. There's a point in time when we may pick up other pieces of other people's stuff, but we don't get where we have to go in our journeys until we are anchored in what is our own stuff and what it is that we need to take from this position here to get to where our soul's journey would have us go. So don't get caught in the trappings of another, because we are, as this card says, we are all the same. We all have the same abilities. However, we all have different challenges. It is a belief of mine that we picked these challenges. We picked this situation to come out on this plane, on this earth, so that we would grow in areas where we have been challenged before and maybe missed the mark. So, with that said, envy is a call to become and stay connected to our authentic self. Yes, we can get bits and splatterings of other people's stuff or other people's ways of being if they, in fact, help us grow more into the me that you want to be in the future. The following card in this reading is coming from the Good Tarot deck, and it is the Seven of Air. The seven, you can't really see that well, is a lady, a winged lady, an angel, feeding the birds. Too much lighting, not enough definition here. But she's feeding the birds, and seven speak to boundaries and time, material attachments, and on the highest rung, they speak to spirituality. It is speaking, though, of a time to break from the norms, a time to break from conformity, a time to be independent, a time that we recognize that as much as we may take bits and pieces from other people to color our palette, our picture, to fill it in, to be where we want to be who we want to be, to have the colors that will represent our obituary, as I would say, as we walk daily to write this obituary, we pull bits and pieces from everywhere to design the character that we want to stand as at the very end. However, envy says we might be taking a little bit too much from other places, and that we need to be clear where we are going before we take bits and pieces from other places. You can color your palette with pieces you've gotten from other places, but if you don't have an outline of where you want to go, you're just going to make it longer for you to get there. So, we all want to do some things, and we all want to do probably a lot of the same things, but it's never going to look the same when you do it as it does when another does it, because of the way we are challenged. So, make it your own. Figure out ways to make it your own. The final card in this reading is the Two of Water. And water speaks of love and romance and being able to get along and see the little baby and create. It does not have to be speaking to a sexual relationship. It also could be speaking to the love you share with those in your life. And it talks about being able to move forward in a partnership, being able to understand one another, to forgive one another, to meet the challenges. And so, as Envy has asked us to make it our own, the path, that is, make it our own. We look at other people and we say, oh, they make it look so easy. But you don't know, and I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Because we are all, Shakespeare said, all actors in a play. What we show you is what we want you to see. Meanwhile, are you happy? Are you able to find the joy daily in your life, knowing that you are coloring the colors that sing in your heart? You are making a road that works for you, because, our upbringings would tell us don't break out of the frame, don't break out of the mold. But all we know is that's what worked for them. And as time goes on, there are new things and new ways of thinking about things. And it may be more of some of the old, but new ways of dealing with them. And what do you do to make it all your own? How are you able to be diplomatic as you tell those you love, I'm not doing that? It may start with a simple no, but your people are going to ask for an explanation. You're going to want to give them one. Diplomacy is the word for the day. How do I make it my own? How do I do no harm as I tell you no and continue on my path? That's the message for today, Tuesday, 3/1/22. Hashtag diplomacy. I love you, but I ain't going. Namaste. Have the best day of your choosing, and thank you for listening. Bye-bye.